tomorrow on the web a mortgagee letter that will make 3 important changes to our policy. The first, and the one that probably has caused much grief, is the definition around what that 50% of the units need to be owner-occupied. We're basically changing the definition, not the percentage. I'll talk about that in a quick moment. We are changing how we calculate the owner-occupied percentage, basically to add back in, thank you Chris for joining me, to basically add back in those properties, any property that isn't a pure investor property. A lot of detail there, but the big category that gets added back in will be second homes. And I know that will allow a lot of additional properties to qualify for FHA. Second one that we're doing is always the issue of having to have insurance on these properties. And we're expanding dramatically what is eligible insurance to include state run programs, to include pooled policies, to allow other types of co-insurance arrangements so that more properties can be fully insured and hence eligible for FHA insurance. Last one.
Big too.
That's the big one.
Especially in Florida.
Last, they'll be here. Two reasons they should have joined. For those, and then the third one that Chris alluded to, and let me be very brief, is really the recertification process. It's silly every 2 years to have to go through the same process, and we're dramatically streamlining that recertification process. So stay tuned for that, all the details that will be posted tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you. Couple of questions?
You have a question?
Maybe a couple.
Okay.
Tell me about the timing of these announcements.
Okay, so well, the timing, the announcement will be basically, it'll be posted tomorrow. I think the important part is the effective date, which will be immediately. So
Immediately.
It's immediate. Immediately, yes.
Glad this is an important welcome step in the right direction for realtors. We've worked, as you know, as a partnership for a long time, and we appreciate the close relationship that we've had, because you and I both know ultimately the consumer wins. That person wanting to get that home or that condo. So thank you for listening.
No. And I just want to be invited back next year. While the mortgage letter answers a lot of your questions, we're very cognizant that there's more work to be done, and we're going to try to push through by the end of next year, the final regulation. We basically have to do a proposed reg and then a final reg. Want to get that all done next year that will address some of the things that have not been addressed, like changing the FHA concentration ratios or the spot approval process. That unfortunately can't be done as quickly. We'll have to go through a regulatory process. But I hope to be back next year with further good news.
You know, I know the president next year. His name's Tom Salomon. And I'm going to make sure he invites you back.
Okay, thank you so much.
Ed, thank you. Good news. Very good news. Now I want to welcome a friend of mine, or a very good friend of mine, Kenny Parcell. But before he comes up, or Kenny, come on up. I want to. Come on up. This isn't in the script, but never is. Now let me tell you something. This year, with Kenny Parcells, head of the Realtor Party, Mike Ford, Kit Hale, Kevin Sears, Kathy Fowler, the Zigster from California. I can't tell you what a great job they've done. Fun Brooke Hunt. It's just amazing what we've done with fundraising this year. We've achieved over $30 million. Over $30 million. The highest participation rate we've ever had, 31%. The highest call for action result we've ever had, over 18.8%. That's engagement. It's getting better. And this guy right here and his team are a big result of that.